Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about the top SaaS marketing metrics. The very first one is CAC, customer acquisition cost. And this is calculated by summing up both total cost of sales and marketing. And then after summing up, we'll have to divide it with the number of customers acquired. When it comes to calculating, summing up about the total cost of sales, we will include the cost of having sales representatives and also the cost of tools, marketing tools, or cost of ads or email campaigns or paid partnerships or events or email campaigns. We will include all these costs and then divide it by the new customers acquired, and this will give us the customer acquisition cost. Having customer acquisition cost alone wouldn't help us so much. So we are going to compare customer acquisition cost with respect to the lifetime value of the customer. So usually we say as a standard benchmark, the ratio between CAC and LTV should be 1:3, which means that the lifetime value of a customer has to be at least 3 times of cost happen in acquiring a customer. The second metric is activations. There's a difference between activations and signups. So activation is that the user will come to know the value of the product because they have started using it. So this is one of the important metric for us, for SaaS marketers to look at activations, number of activations. The third one is sign up to paid conversions. So how the number of people who are getting to paid conversion from sign up to. So this will show a difficult journey from premium to premium. Through this, one will be able to predict the expected paid conversions from a cohort of signups. Okay, understand how long that nurture journey is required for different personas, and this will also help us in giving a detailed marketing ROI as well. The fourth one is churn rate. Of course, it's very important metric that everyone keeps telling us, the churn rate, to keep an eye on it, how well the churn rate is being maintained. So the number of customers dropping out is what the churn rate is. We would be looking at customer churn rate. We would be looking at revenue churn rate as well. So this is one of the important metric that we should look at. The customer churn rate is calculated by by having an existing number of customers. Let's say that if you're calculating it for a month, for the last 1 month, so we will have to understand number of customers that were there at the beginning of the month minus number of customers at the end of the month, and after subtracting both of these two, it has to be divided by the number of customers that were there at the beginning of the month. So this is what called as customer churn rate. And usually customer churn rate gives us hint on that the product team and UX teams can work on. If product and customer success teams are doing their job good, then which means that churn rate will be very less. The next one is net promoter score. Net promoter score comes about asking your customer one question, on a scale of 0 to 10, how likely are you to recommend our product to your friend or colleagues or anyone? If someone is rating as 0 to 5, they're likely to damage your brand reputation based upon their experiences. And if it is 6 to 8, they are indifferent to detracting from or promoting your brand. But whereas 9 to 10 scored people can be called as promoters. They will help your brand in promoting and becoming a brand advocate for you. And NPS score alone might not be of so much of helpful, but when we are trying to get NPS, we will also include so many other questions which will make us understand in positioning our product or in understanding what is that buyer persona's pain points or their goals of having our product. And the next one is revenue retention. It's like opposite of the customer churn rate, but there is a little difference between customer churn rate and revenue retention. We are talking about revenue here, the amount of revenue that we are retaining here. So MRR is a kind of reflection in this metric. Increasing customer retention by as little as 5% will boost the profits. Could be from 30 to 40 or 50% as well. So that's how we'll have to look at the long term by focusing on the revenue retention as well. The next metric is top of the funnel lead sources. This will help us in understanding what are our brand equity sources and also help us in deciding what marketing channels have to be scaled up. MRR and ARR. monthly recurring revenue, and annual recurring revenue. Whatever the metrics that we have talked before, the very objective of all these metrics is MRR or ARR. So these are nothing but these act like a North Star metrics, and we are ultimately aiming for monthly recurring revenue and annual recurring revenue growth as your North Star.